a drink of water. These questions get deep.
No. Yo, what's up? So, I'm here with my pastor, man, my friend, my brother.
My bro.
Grew up together. We're just doing something new, man. We're trying to do something to grow the church.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to let y'all know that, you know, you got a real brother in this pulpit, you know what I'm saying?
I'm grateful to be here under his umbrella. It's a bad man right here. But yeah.
He just don't know, hey, he got me up in this pulpit.
Yeah.
This pulpit might not be the same after we get done.
I'm praying some oil will get on him today.
He don't know what questions I'm about to ask. He don't know nothing like that. So, hey man, you in the hot seat, baby. Let's go.
I'm here.
First thing, man, just tell them a little bit about yourself. How long you been, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing.
Yes.
And
whatever. So I have in September, the fourth Sunday of September, I would have been preaching.
Hey man,
for 18 years.
Hey, take the pastor voice out of it.
No.
This is talking.
It's gonna slip out. I promise you. I promise you. For the first Sunday, on the fourth Sunday in September, I would have been preaching for 18 years. Now.
Fourth Sunday.
It'll be 18, fourth Sunday.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all pull up.
But listen, during those 18 years, whole lot.
I know.
Whole lot didn't transpire. It's been a ride. It's been a roller coaster, ups and downs, man. But you know, as old song said, through it all, I learned to trust in Jesus and I learned to trust in God.
Right.
It's been a real, man, testimonial of my faith and being human. It's
that part right there,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah. So many times, and you got to put let's put context into everything. So you know, I started preaching when I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
I was 21, and I started preaching. I preached the fourth Sunday of September. I think it was September 23rd, 2007. The second time I preached ever was April the 18th. No. It was Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday.
I remember that.
2008.
I remember. I was here. I remember
but
that.
here was crazy. I sinned on Saturday. so
a big sin.
Oh man.
All sins created, but
listen, I was in here, dog, on my hands and knees crying. I said, Lord, I gotta preach tomorrow. Whatever. And the next Sunday, Mike, the Lord used me, man, in a phenomenal way. 56 people got saved, came to join the church, did it like the Lord. And I'm thinking, so in that, naturally you begin to think, you know what? Oh, I can get away with this, right?
Again, I feel you. But go ahead.
At being the age 21, and have because you know me, know me.
Yeah.
And just have my background growing up, a PK being in the preachers. People don't know I'm a fourth generational preacher.
Yeah.
My great grandfather, my grandfather, my father, and then myself. So just growing up under that umbrella and being under a microscope my whole entire life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everything that I did from getting, at this time, 85 was a high C. Mm-hmm. If I got an 85 on the test, it wasn't good enough.
It wasn't good enough.
Right? And so people, so I was a straight A student. I mean, my entire, just because of, I had to be perfect.
The pressure, yeah.
And so, when you get to the point of going to ministry, man, and then being a young adult, being a young adult, and stepping into a position that I had no idea how to operate in. Right. I had no idea how to function in, how to really flow in. I knew I had a gift, but really didn't know how to handle that gift. And so I called it, and I preached about this recently. I call it a premature blessing.
Gotcha.
Right,
so I'm gonna cut you short real quick, man, so we can get to the nitty gritty. At what part did you realize, like, all right, I'm saved? You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Did you feel that? Because, like, you know what I'm saying? We had to talk how, you know, recently you baptized me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You said you got baptized, but you were so young.
Right.
Like, we saved at that age, you know what I'm saying? But when did you realize, all right, I'm gonna turn the corner and, you know what I'm saying, attempt to do things right? Because something you just said, and you said it in the sermon recently. I know you might not think I be listening all the time, but you was like,
listen, this guy come in after offering.
No, I don't. Hey, I do it electronically. I do it electronically. To be fair, I do it. No, but you was like, what you just said, like, I can get away with this. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I had that mindset, man, up until about, man, a couple weeks ago, and you was like, yo, God gives grace, but you know better. You know what I'm saying? God didn't give you but so much grace. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's plenty I done done. Like, man, I done did this, and I'm ready in church the next day. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not saying this is a sin or you know whatever. But it's plenty of time. You know, I done hit you up late night. Hey, Juice boy. Hey,
talking out his head.
Hey, Juice, I was thinking about this. I'm drunk as a skunk. I'm driving. I'm coming from the club. I'm coming from a shorty crib or whatever. You know. Bro, you know, don't be transparent with you, but he never judged me, and you know what I'm saying. But that put in perspective a lot of, yo, you getting grace, man. You know what I'm saying. And you know better, because you know one of my quotes used to be like, "Man, God died on the cross for my sins, bro. He died for my sins."
And a lot of let me start here. The Bible says, "Anger only endures but for a moment." So the amazing thing about God is, even if he get mad at me, he can't stay mad at me.
Right.
And that right there, with and in of itself, is an absolute miracle. That the God that created the heavens and the earth and the mountains and the waters and can't stay mad at me.
Right.
Right. And so, just again, the Bible says, where sin does abound, grace does much more abound. Flip the page, very next chapter, talks about, Paul talking, said, but just because grace abounds, shall I continue in sin? God forbid. And so, God graces you, extends you so much grace that a lot of times we get to the point where we take advantage of that grace. Right? We take advantage of his goodness, of his love. The grace of God is not a permission slip for me to be able to sin.
Right.
The grace of God is not a ticket to sin, but the grace of God should propel me not to want to sin, because it's really the grace, it's his love. So think about it. People that love you don't want to disappoint them.
No, right? You don't.
My father, for example, he loved the mess out of me. And when I mess up, something he told me not to do, I'm hurt. Right. You know what I mean? And so because he extends me so much love without chastising me, it makes me want to be right, live different. You know what I mean? And so the same thing. Some people,
because you can have somebody give you so many chances, and you feel like, I got another chance. You know what I'm saying? Until it bites you. Right.
So yes, you get to a point, man. God will give you a chance. That's why another chance. And He's not the God of second chance. He's the God of another chance. And so God's told me something, and He said, OJ, your grace has run out for this right here. He said, because you know better. I've been talking to you about it for a while, and because you've been getting by with it. Because He said, I give you your gift with no repentance, right? So even though you may. If you step outside, you still gifted, right? And so you see a lot of preachers, Mike, who operate off of gift alone, right? But when the anointing lands on top of that gift, it's a whole different diaspora. And so they operate off of gift alone. And so the majority of people can't tell, you know what I mean, that they're just operating based off of gift, because God's not going to take that away from them,
right?
But I'm going to tell you something. To preach, to stand before a mass crowd and to preach, and you know God ain't on top of you. You know the anointing not resting on your shoulders. It's the scariest feeling. I did it one time, Mike, and I never do it again. It's the most, it feel like you're a rat in a room full of snakes. I'm talking about anaconda python type steak.
I believe it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna switch gears a little bit, man, and I just want to talk about like tithing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Oh.
And what it done. First, I'm gonna talk about what it done for me, and I shared this with you when it happened. I remember I sent you the screenshot.
Yes.
I was against tithing, bro.
Yeah.
Like I ain't even gonna hold you, and I'll circle back and tell you what kind of took me off tithing in a little while, like in a few minutes. Though, so we can keep these people all day.
Yeah.
But I was against tithing, or not against it, but I was like, man, they ain't getting my money, man, you know. And during my break from Trinity, I grew up in this joint, you know what I'm saying. Then, you know, I kind of just journeyed and hit some other church, or you know, hit Bedside Baptist a few times. You know what I'm saying? But somebody told me like, yo, be a cheer forgiver. I learned that from somebody. Shout out to Bruh Fields, you know what I'm saying, if you ever watch it.
Yes.
Who came from Trinity.
Yes.
But
amazing,
he was like, you know,
guy.
he was like, be a
Pastor Fields now.
Pastor Fields.
Yes.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Pastor Fields.
Yes.
But he told me, you know, be a cheer forgiver. If you don't want to give, you know what I'm saying, don't give. And so I was giving what I could, but I won't give him what I should. So for probably about 6 months, so it wasn't even that long, man. I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and break off my 10% and do it. And you know, sometimes I want the best at man, but I was giving, you know what I'm saying, what I felt good about giving, and it was a lot. And that was around the time they did the loan forgiveness thing with Biden.
Right.
Remember, I told you I had over $70,000 in loans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was like, boy, these James just ain't gonna get paid. That's just the end of it. And then all of a sudden one day, you know, they come out with these laws, you know what I'm saying, that they can forgive your loans.
Yeah.
And you know, I ain't into politics and all that, but that was God sent. That won't the Democrats, that won't the Republicans, that won't nobody. That was God sent, because I was gonna be in debt for that one. You know what I'm saying? And and I've been paying my tithes ever since, man.
Right.
And you know that one thing that you say at the end of service all the time, you're gonna be blessed so much that you start giving stuff away. Bro, I give away stuff that I never thought I was giving away. Like,
I got that from Dr. Jamal Bryant, just so you know.
Hey, I don't know where you got it from, but he spoke it over my life. I mean, I done did back to school giveaways, you know what I'm saying, out of my pocket.
Right.
I done gave, you know what I'm saying, Gucci shoes, you know what I'm saying, I done gave out, you know what I'm saying, all type of stuff, man.
But you
money,
couldn't have given away unless you were tithing.
And help families, you know what I'm saying. Hey, you go ahead and take that money, you know what I'm saying, I know you're in a hard time, or friends, I shouldn't say family. You take that money, I'm good, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Don't even worry about getting it back, you just get on your feet, and you know, hopefully, if I'm ever in that position, you know what I'm saying, they can help me.
Right.
But, now circle back to the tithing, and I'm gonna let you talk about that point.
Yeah.
I grew up with this joker, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think I was probably about, oh man, you got about 4 years. When you get that big truck with them rims on it?
Which one? The orange one?
It was the early.
The big orange one. Well, I had one in high school.
That's what I'm talking about.
The black one.
Yeah.
My junior year.
Yeah. So he was 16, so that made me about 20. I think I just had a kid. Yeah. I'm struggling, this and that. This fool gonna tell me, and I don't even tell the truth for joking. Hey, you know that money on Sunday. Hey, I know where they keep it at. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got them big rims, my bro. That's why I got them pants this big old. What kind of pants? Iceberg pants? Jabot, something. He blowing the military circle down and riding on big rims, and you know what I'm saying? Trying to be that's when he was going through his little thug stage. Trying to be a thug. I said, man, I ain't getting them Negroes no more money on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm like, I'm gone.
I'm glad you brought that up.
And it sent me to another church, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go to the church, you know what I'm saying, with the people broke like me, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind getting my and they can't even, I won't even get it them no more. Y'all can't even get $20 out there, you know what I'm saying? So but then, you know, as I grew up, I realized what I'm tithing for, what I'm tithing to, and with that, whoever decided to do with the money, you know what I'm saying? Right. Boom. And then, you know, of course, you grew up, and you know what I'm saying, like, your words start hitting different. I was like, all right, my boy, he ready now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We here. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you defend yourself, man.
So let's again put context.
I'm gonna let you defend yourself. Go ahead.
My sister, not my oldest sister, Brandon, she was already moved out the house. Pastor Tor.
Yeah.
Tor and I, we knew when my parents kept their money, not the church money. Let's get right here. We knew where they kept their like side money. You know, when you get a budget, you put this money aside, you know, for the kids, for the grocery, for whatever. So we knew where they kept that money. So our people perish for a lack of knowledge.
The hot seat.
Right. No, really. So they prayed for. So me and Toy, we would take $100 here, $100 there. Listen, we go buy jerseys. You know, back then they had a jersey dress.
Yeah.
So I would go buy my girlfriend a jersey dress. I mean, we every weekend.
Yeah.
You know. Then my mama said, "What's going on with it?" I don't know. Toy, we looking at each other. No, Toy ain't gonna snitch. No. And so that's that. Never did I know where the church money was. Let's get that out the way. And even now we got a whole finance team. We got a finance team.
Yeah.
So everything we do goes through a team of people. It's not one person in charge of what's going on. I don't even have a clue on purpose of what certain things cost in the building because I don't want to know, right? Because I don't want to. I don't want it to be said that I dwindle in the money or no. I don't even know where they keep it. Right. I mean, the money is, and so that's that. Now, when we talk about tithing, that's an issue, man. That since the beginning of time to it ain't gonna ever. This is an argument and a conversation that's like Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe. It's gonna be had forever.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, understand a few things. Tithing came before the law, right? Abraham tithed. This was 600 years before the law was written. Abraham tithed. Talks about Abraham, Jacob tithed, right? And so, realizing that tithing came before the law, it is a sowing and reaping principle. That's why you can see people who don't even live right and they send money to the church and be getting blessings. I know a few of them, you know what I mean? And so it's a sowing and reaping principle. Now, tithing became under the law once Moses, once he with the book of the law, tithing was a part of it, yes. Came before the law, was a part of the law, and then still remained after the law. Jesus, watch what Jesus said. He said, I did not come to abolish the law. I didn't come to do it because the law, you have to have a certain standard of living. So it's more than just talent. It's about lifestyle, my lifestyle with God. So you got to have a standard of living. So he said, I ain't come to abolish the law. Now, the curse of the law has been lifted.
Right.
So that's what that's what people don't understand. That the curse of the law. So you're not going to get your head chopped off. You're not going to be stoned. None of that. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So the curse of the law is lifted. He said, but I didn't come to do away with it. I came to fulfill the law. Yeah. So then go down a few chapters in a different book of the Gospels. What he did says twice in the New Gospel, he says, you ought to tithe. This is Jesus. This is not O.J. Mike. This is not Bishop Cromwell. This is not Bishop Brown. This is not Bishop Macbeth. This is Jesus talking.
Right.
Jesus said, you ought to tithe. So even in that discussion, he wasn't even talking about tithing. He was talking about giving to the poor. He said, all this stuff, you ought to. He said, you ought to tithe. In other words, this should not even be a conversation.
Right.
You ought to do this. Without it,
right.
You should do that anyway. You know? And then he talked about giving to the poor. Man comes into play, in the New Testament when he starts talking about those who sow sparingly will reap sparingly. Those who sow bountifully reap bountifully. You got to also understand there's tithing and then there's offering. Right? This, what I just said was sparing, sowing and reaping. That's offering in that context. Right now, tithing is a sowing and reaping principle. But when we talk about in that context, we're talking about offering with this. Tithing is what Jesus said himself out of his own, look it up, out of his own mouth, you ought to tithe. O-U-G-H-T. you are the type. And so you gonna argue that Jesus wrong? So you said, but I don't care about what nobody else said.
Right.
Now the curse, because before it was, they talk about the Malachi. So the man robbed God. Yeah, through tithes and offerings, and then it goes down to so the curse of not tithing is lifted. So if you don't tithe, it's not like your family gonna be cursed and nothing like that. But you forfeit the blessings.
Some of them blessings,
you forfeit the blessings.
And it ain't a lie, bro.
You can do more with 90% and God's grace and favor on your life than you can with just your whole 100% by itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's been proven time and time again. And not only that, God, listen, you can't buy God.
Right.
A lot of people, no, you can't buy God. God, everything we get is from how I'm about somebody that gave me everything that I got. You can't buy him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's so I'm gonna break it down like this. When you dating somebody, when you in love with somebody, what you do? You gonna get to them,
mm-hmm.
right? So where a man's treasure is, that's where his heart is also. So you spend money on what it is that you love, right? Have you ever dated a girl that you in love with that you ain't shower her with gifts? I said that you love, not that you like, not that you had a crush on, that you were in love with. We gonna let him answer.
No, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I get what I can, but
right.
Everybody's love language ain't, what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't gift giving or
right. But I'm talking about you. Did you, like, as a man,
yeah.
don't you want to give to somebody that you love?
Yeah, I want to do whatever it is to make them smile. But again,
right.
I'm cheap a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
But it may not be gifts.
Exactly.
But whatever you're doing, you're giving to her.
Mm-hmm.
Through a foot massage.
Yeah. Act to serve, yeah.
Be careful with foot massages. Be careful with all these different little massages that Mike is the expertise in. He'll have you in trouble. So whatever it is you want to give to him. And so we're saying with God, we love him.
Yeah.
I love God. And let's put it in the other context. We talk about this all the time. I'm an open book when it comes to money.
Mm-hmm.
Where your money goes. Listen.
Boy, y'all listen to this.
No,
because we had this conversation and I was my mouth dropped.
Yeah. You got mortgage.
Yeah.
You got the Verizon bill.
Mm-hmm.
You have utility bill. Still heating, still cooling, Dominion Power, Dominion Energy, natural gas. Let me explain. A lot of people, with a regular, in the wintertime, your gas bill may be, if you got a decent size, $400. Let's say it's $400, something. Can you imagine the size of a church natural gas bill? Think about
it. Yeah, I know.
But maybe, and then if you look at mortgage, could you think of the size of a church mortgage? And so the money is for the church, God's house. It don't say bring your money into the pastor. Say bring your money into the storehouse.
Mm-hmm.
So I make room enough in your house.
Right.
God said. And so this is, and here's the craziest thing is, even if you attend a church that the preacher is messing with the money, mm-hmm. if your heart in the right place, God gonna bless you anyway because you've been obedient to His word.
Hey, I've lived it. I'm a living testimony.
Right.
Like I said, I've been to churches and places where I felt like it wasn't been allocated properly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? I was still blessed. So.
And this is the thing you don't understand. I think it's like 80% of black preachers are bivocational. And so I have OJ, I have 5 different sources of income. Mm-hmm. Right? I'm talking about 5. And so what I do for the church is basically free. Because I love God. I love people. Now my money comes from other places.
Right.
I do stuff online. I do personal training in-house. Well, I write nutritional plans. I do it all. Mm-hmm. And that's what a bulk. And my wife worked full time too.
Yeah,
can give it up. She worked full time. And she's a big help. She understands us being together as one unit. Now I'ma still take care of.
Yeah.
Even I still be I'm a pay. I'm the man.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she always is want to make sure I'm good.
It's a
yes.
thing.
Yeah. And so, but just understanding what tithing truly, it got a bad rap because of crooked preachers in the pulpit. Yeah. And so I always say, I will not be the only one in my congregation to drive a Range Rover. You go there on Sunday, it's about 18 on them out there.
Can we make it 19?
I'm ready for you.
Huh?
I need you to have one.
Can we make it 19?
Yes, I need you to have one. But what I'm saying, if the pastor the only one, I heard Dr. Brand, if the pastor the only one driving good, something wrong.
Something ain't right. Yeah.
You got to run as fast as you can. You know what I mean? Because it's not something that's not being teaching right. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I will give my all, my last. You know how many people that came to church, visitors, and then left with thousands of dollars in that pocket. The Lord just told us to move in a certain way.
I've seen it. I've seen it here and in other places. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
but I don't broadcast.
No, it's because who is for, and they don't really need.
I don't care.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't all that.
My father, Mike, he gives away a car every year. A couple of times, it used to be 2 to 3 cars a year. You know what I mean? Out of his own pocket.
Yeah. From
my mother and father together, they probably got 12 different sources of income. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to take away from what God can do here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Having to be no. I want God money to stay in God's house. You know what I mean? And move appropriately. And so my father and mother taught me growing up how to handle money management.
Right.
Right. That's big. When you got a budget, tithing in.
Right.
Because if you don't, you'll get down to the nitty-gritty. I don't got it. You know what I mean?
and that's where I had to get it. I want to circle back around to something, man. Something I wanted to ask you earlier, like when you talked about growing up, you know what I'm saying, as PK and fourth generational.
Yes.
How much pressure was that? You know what I'm saying, growing up to feel like you had to do this, or did you feel like it was called? And how do you feel about like this new generation? You know what I'm saying, like. You know what I'm saying? LJ over there at the Mount. Yeah, your cousin, actually, real blood cousin. You know what I'm saying?
First cousin.
Over there under the same thing where, you know what I'm saying, like those great, you know what I'm saying, bishops and, you know what I'm saying, leaders are now transferring, you know what I'm saying, their ministry to, the next generation. Like,
I'm gonna answer that, then I want to go back.
We got time for it today?
Okay. You asked me when I knew I was saved. I never got to that.
Okay.
So to answer your question, I don't feel any pressure. Well, first of all, I've been doing it for a long time. You know what I mean? And my father, it was a slowly, and so I grew as we grew. We all grew together, and so a large percentage of the members were coming in under my teaching. And so, but my mother and father were very strategic and making sure, I just want to start, they literally groomed me into the position I need to be. Now, it was all up to me to follow and to do the work and the will of God. But it was a slow process. And so, first of all, my daddy was 14. I can't fill his shoes. His feet too big. You know what I mean? And I will. The pressure comes when you try to be. I can't try to be him. Because if I tried to be him, I would have already failed. Well, he's too great of a man. His resume speaks for itself. He don't brag and say I done this, I done that. But if you knew the things that he has been involved in over the course of his life,
like I said, I've seen the different.
It speaks for itself.
The different people he's attached to, people who came under him, what they did with their lives.
Right. And so I can't try to be who he is, and he's always encouraged me to be yourself. Right. Find a style that fits your person. Now, first of all, our personalities are so different. He laid back. I'm whatever I am. But the pressure isn't there, but there is a weight that I feel on my shoulders, not from people but from God. Or the weight that I feel, the Bible talks about when Jesus, during that week of, or the week before Resurrection Sunday, Palm Sunday, Palm week, he rode in from Bethlehem to Jerusalem on a donkey. Mm-hmm. Donkey had never been ridden before. All of a sudden, he got this weight on his shoulders. Mm-hmm. And the weight he was carrying was the weight of the master. And so his whole purpose was to carry Jesus into Jerusalem. And so now I feel my whole purpose is to carry the weight of glory,
right.
The weight of the master, the weight of God, the weight of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ on my shoulders into individuals who don't know the Word of God, who don't know, who never known Bible, who never known anything about Jesus.
Right.
And so, right. And so, because I'm, what Louisa said, body marked up like the subway in Harlem. Mm-hmm. Because I'm marked up like the subway in Harlem.
Let's talk about it.
Let's go there.
That's the next thing I want to talk about. All right.
But I do want to say this, that there is a hunger and thirst after truth now from believers. And so, you go to church because that's what you did.
There's a lot of questions and stuff starting to be asked.
It's not enough to just shout people no more.
Yeah.
It's not enough to just turn around 5 times. Yeah. That's good, and it's a time and place.
Yeah.
But I do it sometimes.
Yeah.
But my father always said, it's okay to shout, but you got to know what you're shouting about. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so if you're not teaching, the word has to be taught.
Right.
I can't preach the whole time and hoop and holler, and you make it feel good. And on Tuesday, when something come up, you're going to know what to do because you ain't been taught the word of God. Right. So there is a hunger and thirst. So I try to make sure that I'm just not preaching. You notice I've shifted.
Yeah, you talk
into teaching.
You talk to the people
a whole lot more now.
Yeah,
I get happy from time to time.
Yeah, no, you get in, you go in, but like I said, even me, man, y'all put these words up on the work, these scriptures and stuff, and I'm a whole teacher, man. I can read them right and everything, but half the time I don't know that.
Right.
I'm reading, I'm saying, man, look, man, I don't know what art die. You know what I'm saying? This and that. I need the translation Bible. You know what I'm saying? I write it down, put it on my phone, and I go back. You know what I'm saying? But what you get up here and talk about, and keep us engaged in and related to current day things. You know what I'm saying? It be on target, man.
Sir.
And we're gonna do a whole nother video about just about, you know what I'm saying, the things you hit on in life. But I'm telling you, as you come here, you're going through something, man, 9 times out of 10, that message, boy, you can pull something from this for you.
To you. So, again, and this is just to say, I when I say I've been groomed, I had to do the study. I had to study. Like
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Dr. O.J. Cromwell.
Oh, bless, yes.
Doctor. He put that work in, like that real work.
Yeah. I got my doctor's degree from Oxford University. I'm blessed and I'm happy about it. So, what I'm saying, the Bible says, study to show yourself approved. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just not getting up there. And I'm not saying, because for the Bible, they ain't going to no school. You know what I mean? There was anointed. You don't gotta go to school to be called by God. I know some anointed people, man. A good friend of mine, Pastor YPJ, he ain't with nobody, but he is just anointed. He know the word. You know what I mean? And so, but you got to study, the word of God to show yourself approved. And so, we as young emerging pastors and preachers, man, we got to make sure, because we can get caught up in so much church. Just to the tradition of what church is. You come, you shout, you roll around at the altar, you foam at the mouth, then you go home and do the same thing. And so we got to get out of that routine and make sure that we really being effective reaching people exactly where they are, which is, I'm gonna let you bring us into this, whatever you get ready to say next about tattoos being marked up.
Yeah,
let's talk.
So my ear a little closer to the streets than what yours might be. And a lot of people feel like, I ain't trying to go to church for, maybe I still drink, maybe I still smoke, or, this and that, or whatever. And, like, you're not like the traditional, you know what I'm saying, pastor or church leader that people are used to seeing in the pulpit. Because, you know what I'm saying? The drip, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
The drip, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can't see the the Versace slippers he got on right now.
You gotta stop it.
And then the brother probably has over 50 tattoos and over 100 tattoos. He marked up, you know what I'm saying? I remember you first got that jank across your chest. I said, that was around around that time. I said, hey, this dude got tattoos on, being judgmental.
Right.
I had tattoos, you know what I'm saying? Right. He had a pulpit, he got judgmental.
Right.
That was me. And I know you probably went through it with all of them, you know what I'm saying? And like I said,
I'm going to tell you something.
Talk to me about tattoos, though. I mean, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it good? Is it bad? Is it, you know?
First of all, I love art. Let's put it in context. Let me say, let's talk about what sin is. Sin, and I talk about is a natural desire, right? Sin is a natural desire. It only becomes sin when it's practiced and operated out of an unnatural context.
Oh man, I got a sin that I want to ask you about. Go ahead.
Okay, so sex is not a sin.
Good God, it's not.
Yeah, sex is not a sin.
Come on now.
Listen,
come on now.
It's not a sin.
Hey, hold on, tell me. I'm telling you, the man is a mind reader when he in this pulpit, because that was the number one. I promise, I might have a halo on my head if it weren't for that.
Listen, sex is not a sin. It only becomes a sin when it's practiced outside of holy matrimony. Man on man, women on women.
Who made that rule, though?
Oh, it's in the Bible.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, but who wrote it,
So the Bible was written by a group of men inspired by God. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Moses, number one, wrote writing the Torah with the Pentateuch, the first 5 books of the Bible. Which we on. You know, I'm taking the whole church through the whole Bible. This month next month we was on Numbers this month. Next month I'll be teaching the whole book of Deuteronomy on the first Thursday.
Okay.
We'll next month. So just realizing what the Bible really is, and so he set things in place for our benefit, for our blessing, and so think about it. How much more would you be able to enjoy your husband, your wife, if you had never had sex with nobody? You wouldn't have nothing to compare it to. People cheat because they comparing it to Omar, Brandon, Big Mike. Not you. No, for real though, for real. but think about it. If and that's why I got because.
Is that like the Garden of Eden biting that apple and you get exposed to something different?
Yes. So while everybody while men have certain genitals and females, you know, got the same. All the females got the same. Well, it's supposed to have the same body parts. It's everybody is shaped different.
Yeah.
Everybody got different sizes, and so once you're exposed to the hammer man, you know, whatever and then he may do you dirty, and little Jimmy over here, whatever his name is, the nicest man gonna take care of you, but because you didn't had big hammer, Jimmy can't do it for you, and so you love him, but now it's conflict, and where it should never be conflict, right? Because that it was never supposed to happen. It should have never been a thing. You know what I mean? And so after sin came into the world, they covered and hiding themselves because now they embarrassed. You know what I mean? But and so it's the same way. Marriages could be a whole lot better if we didn't have right to others. So you know, granted, my wife, I love her dearly, but was a virgin. My wife was a virgin, bled on our wedding night, and I'm so thankful of it, you know, because you know she never experienced nothing. But you know, but the thing is, like I used to feel like, man, I don't want her to think that she's not good enough, you know, because of OJ, the juice man, way back, you know what I mean, way back. Say way back. Way back. Yeah, way back. But I ain't never been an issue in my marriage. You know, I mean, my wife and I, we take care of each other. You know.
You ain't gotta get details.
No, but I'm just saying, you know. But I've seen so many marriages fall apart because not really because of money. Money is one of the
It
big
is.
ones. Money is the number one. But I've counseled people, and money hasn't been the problem. The problem has been other relationships that they've been in before, and then their partner cannot meet, the standard of an ex that did them wrong. And so it's
so is it too late for some people?
No, it's
like if somebody been, you know what I'm saying?
So
been in the best relationship of their life, and you know what I'm saying? This person did this. This person showered them with gifts. This person was there. This person was this, and they messed up.
Right.
They messed up.
They cheated on the person that was good to them.
That was good to them, and now you trying to find that unicorn again.
Trying to get back with that.
You trying to chase that high again. You trying to chase not even that person, but you know that person moved on and got somebody else.
Right.
But you trying to chase. Man, I know it's guys out there to do this and do this and believe in God and love kids and blah blah blah. But you can't. I mean, you finding something wrong with this new person who's a good person too, but you've been exposed to the hammer, or you've been exposed to, you know what I'm saying, the ocean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And
the Red Sea.
Yeah, you've been
Jordan River.
Yeah, you've been exposed to all that. And now you want it back, or maybe you were used to that in your hot boy, hot girl days.
Right. So
and that's older.
Let me answer this. Let me answer two things in one.
Yeah.
This is what I've been teaching on this year, transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Be ye transformed, Romans say, by the renewing of your mind. Unless you can get your mind to think properly, you're gonna always fight again. And even when you get to think properly, you still got to make it stay, focused. And so that was one of my. So yeah, it is hope for him or her that messed up and messed up a good thing that they had and they want to get a good thing back. But it's gonna take transformation of the mind. Yeah. And even the person because I've seen people break up with a certain and then come back together. You know what I mean? Right. Me and my wife. However, it won't because of infidelity.
Yeah, no. You can't even. You set the record straight.
We had some. We were just two young individuals, Christian people, both spoiled, and both not really willing to budge. Yeah. And so as a consequence, we separated, but we divorced. Even one of the main things you talked about this. I'm gonna connect everything. One of my most hurtful things when I saw a preacher that I really respect, older preacher, older pastor that I respected in ministry. I saw him in CVS, and we talking, things gonna be all right, little Cromwell, God got you. Thank you, sir. I love you, pastor. I'm not gonna say his name because people know him. I walked out of CVS, and I forgot something. I came back here, I heard him on the phone. I know Cromwell's son disappointed in him. He got all these tattoos on him. He didn't get divorced. He gonna tear the church up. And I'm thinking, you did this the same way. You were just encouraging me. Now, and I'm not cussing when I said, now you damning me. You know what I mean? And so it broke me. It tore me apart. Messed up my psyche, my mind. I wanted to run away. I told you, all kinds of thoughts, suicidal thoughts set in.
I remember you took the time apart. You ain't shared with me. You just said, bro, I'm gonna be away for a minute. So
right.
Come around, go.
And so all that, and so I've been saved for a long time, right? And I was never, and so my name in the street get more credit for what I really have done. You know what I mean? I really wasn't as bad as they make it seem. I don't think I was. However, God, what would I say?
Talking about that pastor, that preacher, that guy.
So I've been saved. And let me tell you this: because you said don't mean you're not gonna fall. Yeah. Everybody gonna fall. All have sinned and come short of the glory of God. But you can't make that an excuse because God can for you to keep sinning that we just talked about earlier.
Yeah.
And so it was the most hurtful time and the most. What old people say, it was the worst time, the best time at the same time. I felt the true love of God rest on me and tell me, Juice, everything will be all right. Like, I got you. I love you. And if you love me the way I love you, we're going to walk this thing together. Yeah. Slowly, man, a year and a half later, my wife and I remarried. And then it was another some stuff, outside.
Yeah.
People gonna always talk. But it was at that moment when I really experienced, like during one of the most hurtful times of my life, I experienced the love of God. Just through other people, through she went out, she dated, I dated, through just people. You know what I mean? God got me. And when I really felt His love, and that's why I'm so big now on tapping into being in the right position with Him, being in a relationship with Him. Yes. Because when you in the right position with Him, He'll set you up in another position that has never been positioned before, like I said before.
Amen. And
to put you in a position that now I'm in a position, everything got to come through me. Not me, myself, but I'm talking about, people, everything got to come through. That God's love and His desire is to bless you with so much. But it is, and let's go right, all come back to the main point of being in alignment with the Word of God. And I gotta say this, me and Mike, we talk about stuff all the time.
Right.
And Mike called me and said, "Juice, am I wrong for this juice?" And I said, I'm like, "Yeah, you wrong, though." Like yeah, you know what I mean? And
I ain't always wrong.
No, he ain't always wrong. He right a lot of time. But as far as and I'm just heavy on this, and this because people need the truth. You know what I mean? And like, God want to bless you, but He wants you to live in alignment with His Word.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's not to stop you from having fun.
Yeah.
But it's to keep you from being bound.
Yeah.
Understand? Sin will bind you.
Yeah.
Most people that are bound by sin are bound because they remember it. I remember how that felt. I remember what they did.
With the past, that's
yeah. So the man and Mark, I don't know if it was Mark 5. It was in Mark. When Jesus got out the boat, he was met by a demon-possessed man in the cemetery. The Latin word for cemetery is memorial or memory.
Right.
So in other words, this demon-possessed man was found in the place of his memories. His memories is what possessed him with demonic spirits.
Yeah.
So it was because of his memories, he couldn't get free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we the same way. Our memories keep us in such hostage situations. You know what I mean?
It do.
Yeah. So that's why it was our memory and our mind. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And not that you're going to forget it, but you got to change the way you think about it, change the way you see it.
Yeah. Or just be grateful that you got through it. That's how I look at it. But Juice, check this out, man. I don't know how much battery I got on this camera, man. But next video, we touched on the tattoos first, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Pause.
I got to talk about it. Paul, yes. Paul. But let's talk about the tattoo. We ain't now?
No, next video.
Sure?
I promise we're going to touch it.
Okay.
And I don't want you to wear these fancy get up. I want you to wear the shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Want me to have my...
I want the tattoo showing, man.
Show it.
I want you to show it so we can put it all in
stomach,
context.
back, legs, and all that.
No, not all that. Not all that. Just know what I'm saying. We just love to know. But hey, love you, man. Thank you for your time, baby.
Yes,
hey, we can grow this church, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, real dude, man. We can. Hey,
that's my guy.
I don't know when this stuff can post, but when it do, y'all make sure you don't post in time. Y'all make sure y'all pull up. This is my guy, man.
Pull up, man.
Love you, my brother.
Appreciate you, man.
Yep.
No question.